The release of this fuzz wah is pretty much a full circle moment because the whole beginning of my path as a pedal builder started with me and a Cry Baby pedal and taking it apart and just seeing what's in there and what I can do with it. Why fuzz and wah, other than the fact that it just sounds cooler than everything else? Name your guys. Hendrix, Fuzzface and a wah. Mick Ronson, MK1 and a wah. I'm a huge fan of Kim Thayil from Soundgarden, guys that were doing weird things where you had to like sit and watch him play live and go, how did he get that crazy sound, you know, using what, 2 pedals? So I'm just gonna put those together and make kind of a modern version of what I think this could be. The cool thing, and I think this is just like the most important aspect of like, you know, just the utilitarian part of it, is that you can use it just strictly as a wah pedal, right? As for the fuzz, it's a silicone 2-transistor fuzz, and it's similar to what I had been putting in this guy actually, which, you know, it's super 60s and just retro, but, you know, kind of hot rod. Inside, there's a trim pot for volume and gain controls. If you want it to mellow out a little bit, you want to be like, you know, a vintage bluesy kind of guy, cool. Maybe you really want to be a more aggressive player and you want to jack these things all the way up and have it go crazy, well, like, great, that's in there. The wah circuit itself, I tweaked it to be a little more expressive right around the middle point where it starts to take that kind of vowel-y, you know, vocal shape. And that was kind of most of the tweaking, was to get that to where you can really ride that out. And if I want to park this thing and get like some Mick Ronson stuff and put the heel down, I don't want it to just disappear and turn into mud, you know? So it's like, let's make that the starting point, and then let's make the top end when you go all the way to the front of the sweep still usable and not just the ice picks in your ears. We went with the Italian crinkle finish. I always loved chrome top wahs, but there aren't that many of them out there, so we did like a polished nickel. We designed this top tread, we designed the bottom plate. This is the same artist that I've used for all my Daredevil artwork, you know? This is a super heavy-duty toggle switch. You know why? Because I kick it with my foot, and I want to be able to do that every show and not have it break. I want things to be bulletproof and tough. Everything on it is to spec with what I had already been building and what I presented them with in the first place. The cool thing about getting going with Dunlop was that they were into taking what I had built and the way that I build pedals, and they said, great, we want to accurately represent what you build. You know, they said, okay, you want through-hole components because you're a boutique builder and that's how you build your pedals? And I said, yeah, great. You know, I said, I want a red Fizel inductor. And they said, awesome. Putting something like this out myself, it was never like a feasible thing for somebody that only built so many pedals a year and was like a small independent pedal builder, right? And so, you know, yeah, I make these things that are products, you know, but it's not just that. You know, there's a passion into it because I really care about this and I want to inspire people and I want it to be unique and I want it to be well made and I want musicians to take this and do something incredible with it and, you know, get out of it what I got out of it, which is, you know, this is something cool that I can do something creatively with guitar and makes me excited to be in a band. And so Dunlop easily picked up on why I do this and like they reciprocated that in a really cool way. They're like, we get it. And to have kind of a partner in all of that is not only rare, but it's super awesome and just kind of inspiring for me. And now we can team up and just unleash this on the world.